Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're diving into a really fascinating shift happening with CRM, customer relationship management, particularly for life sciences. It's really not just about logging calls or interactions anymore, is it?
No, not at all. It's becoming this, central hub. Think clinical insights, commercial data, payer signals. It's all converging.
And this idea of the API economy seems crucial. How is that defining platform value now, say, in 2025?
Well, it's becoming fundamental. CRM isn't standalone. It's the nervous system. It
Mhm.
needs to connect everything, clinical trials, commercial, field activity. The API economy, it's really just about how well different software systems can talk to each other. The platforms with strong, open APIs, they're the ones really driving value because they enable that connection.
Right, the connections. So that's our focus today. A direct look at two major players, Veeva and Salesforce CRMs. We're zoning in on how integration-friendly they are, specifically how they handle APIs, application programming interfaces.
Yeah, exactly. And for anyone listening who's maybe wondering, what's an API in simple terms? Just picture a waiter. You're one system, the kitchen's another. You tell the waiter the API what you want. The waiter goes to the kitchen, gets the data or triggers the action, and brings it back. You don't need to know the kitchen's complexities.
Ah, okay. That makes sense.
It just works. So APIs let software talk, exchange data, automate things. And in life sciences, with these incredibly complex ecosystems, strong API support is absolutely critical. It makes everything interoperable.
Got it. So our mission then is to unpack how Veeva and Salesforce handle all this, the connectivity, the data access, scalability, those integration workflows. Hopefully by the end, you'll have a clearer picture of which approach might fit your needs best. Okay, let's unpack this a bit more. Why is integration so critical right now for pharma and biotech teams? Is it really just about ditching old standalone tools?
Well, it's much bigger than that. I mean, yes, moving beyond silos is part of it. Those often mean manual work mistakes. But it's about creating a truly connected environment. Clinical data, talking to commercial ops, that kind of thing. Better connections mean better data, more efficiency.
So when we say integration friendly, what does that actually look like in the pharma world?
Good question. It boils down to a few key things. First, strong system connectivity. Can it link up with the essentials? Think EHRs, claims systems, mid-info tools, maybe even partner CRMs.
Okay.
Second, it's about the data movement capabilities. Not just if data moves, but how. Is it real-time? Is it batch uploads? Think about a sales rep. If their CRM instantly gets, say, formulary changes from a payer system.
You can adjust their conversation on the spot.
Exactly. Real-time data means relevance, less wasted effort. That's huge.
Makes sense. What else?
Third, you need accessible developer tools. Good documentation for APIs, security, scalability. These tools let your CRM automatically pull data from an EHR or push updates to a medical inquiry system. It gets rid of that manual grunt work.
Right, less copy pasting.
Definitely. And finally, don't overlook low-code options. This is really important. It lets business users, maybe people without deep coding skills, configure workflows themselves.
Ah, so empowering the teams who actually use the system day to day.
Precisely. It makes solutions faster to build and adapt internally.
Okay, so the more composable, the more adaptable the architecture, the easier it is for internal teams to keep up as things change, which they always do. And this is where it gets really interesting, right? Seeing how Veeva and Salesforce tackle this, they have pretty different philosophies.
They do. Let's start with Veeva. Their approach is, well, purpose-built. Veeva, CRM, and Veeva Vault, their content management platform, are designed from the ground up with pharma regulations and compliance absolutely top of mind. So their integration model reflects that. It tends to favor predefined paths, working with vetted partners. Control and consistency are key.
Okay, so built for the specific needs of pharma, what are the big strengths there? Where does it really shine?
Well, the native integrations are a major strength. It works seamlessly within its own ecosystem. Veeva Vault, PromoMats for promotional content, MedComs for medical communications. That internal connection is tight.
Right.
They also offer structured templates. These are great for field engagement, controlling content, ensuring everyone's doing things the same way. Uniformity. And it's all compliance first. Optimized for repeatability, predictable deployment. If you need that rock-solid consistency and regulatory peace of mind, Veeva's really strong there.
That consistency sounds great for compliance, definitely. But are there trade-offs? Do those guardrails, as you called them, ever limit flexibility for maybe more unique or experimental integrations?
That's the flip side, potentially. For custom integrations, things outside the standard Veeva pathways, you often need to bring in certified Veeva partners.
Okay, so external help might be required more often.
It can be, yes. Their APIs are managed in a more controlled way, which means maybe less flexibility for truly non-standard use cases compared to a more open system. And while the workflow automation within the Veeva world is strong, if you need to orchestrate data across many external systems, you might need extra tools, like middleware.
So, summing up Viva, optimized for predictability, control, uniformity, great for compliance-heavy scenarios, but maybe less flexible for complex, multi-system, custom integrations.
That's a good summary. Predictability is the watchword.
All right, now let's switch over to Salesforce. Their approach is often described as more modular, more scalable by design. How do they try to help life sciences connect systems, streamline things, cut down on that manual work?
Salesforce comes at it with a broader toolkit, really leveraging its whole platform ecosystem. A key piece is MuleSoft.
Right, their big integration platform.
Exactly. Think of MuleSoft as sort of a universal adapter or translator. It helps Salesforce connect to all sorts of different systems, SAP, various EHRs, and yes, it can absolutely connect to Veeva Vault too. That's a common question.
So Salesforce can talk to Veeva Vault using MuleSoft.
Yes, definitely. MuleSoft handles moving the data automatically, either in real time or on a schedule. It also helps manage security, monitor how things are running, all from one place. It simplifies those complex connections.
Okay, what else is in the Salesforce toolkit for integration?
Then you've got the App Exchange. This is Salesforce's marketplace. Huge number of pre-built apps, plugins, many specifically for life sciences. Things for managing HCP interactions, tracking compliance, even simplifying onboarding. The big advantage, speed. You don't have to build everything from scratch. Helps teams get solutions out the door faster.
Less reinvention of the wheel.
Precisely. And another really interesting tool is Data Cloud. What's cool here is that it lets teams connect to external data sources without actually copying all that data into Salesforce.
Wait, so you can use the data without moving it?
Yeah, it's sometimes called zero-copy integration. So you can act on real-time pair updates or engagement data from another system while keeping the original data where it lives. That could be really important for data governance or compliance reasons.
Huh. That sounds powerful for real-time insights without massive data migration projects.
It really is. It enables acting on data in place.
So putting it together for Salesforce, it sounds like they offer a wider set of tools aimed at flexibility, letting teams integrate more quickly, more broadly, and maybe scale more easily, especially across lots of different systems.
I think that's fair. The emphasis is more on providing a flexible, composable toolkit for that digital agility, especially when you're dealing with a diverse tech landscape.
Okay, let's try to nail down the core difference again. Both platforms work well in life sciences, clearly. But Salesforce seems geared for easier integration across a variety of systems.
Right, more flexibility, maybe more openness.
While Veeva supports those more structured, controlled environments really well.
Exactly. Build for consistency and compliance within its defined sphere. So the takeaway really is, if you look at the tool sets, Salesforce generally provides a broader range of options for doing integration quickly, flexibly, and at scale, especially across many different systems. And if your organization is really pushing hard on digital transformation, prioritizing that data agility, that flexibility could be particularly valuable. It's about being ready for whatever data sources or connections come next.
So for you listening, when you're thinking about a CRM integration platform, maybe the questions to ask are, will our future workflows need real-time coordination across multiple systems? Do we expect to keep adding new data sources, things like payer APIs, data from wearables, third-party content hubs? And critically, do we want our internal teams to build more of these connections themselves, reducing reliance on external partners?
Those are exactly the right questions. If the answers lean towards yes, more systems, more real-time needs, more internal enablement, then Salesforce's API tools and ecosystem generally offer more out-of-the-box capabilities to support that future vision.
Okay, good framework. Let's quickly hit some common questions we hear when people compare these two FAQs, if you will.
Sure. First up, that one we touched on. Can Salesforce integrate with Veeva Vault? And the answer, yes. Using tools like MuleSoft or other API connectors, you can definitely set up data exchange between Salesforce and Veeva Vault. The specifics depend on configuration and permissions, of course.
Right. Okay, next. Do I always need dedicated IT folks to manage Salesforce integrations?
Not necessarily. This is where those low-code tools come in. Salesforce's own flow builder is quite powerful for automation. And tools like MuleSoft Composer are designed to be simpler, allowing business teams, not just hardcore developers, to set up and manage many integration workflows with less IT handholding.
So more power to the business users, potentially.
That's the idea, more autonomy.
And finally, what about Veeva? Can it handle custom data workflows?
Veeva is really strong on workflows involving content and HCP engagement within its ecosystem. But if you need highly custom data logic or complex flows that span multiple external systems beyond its core design, that often requires bringing in additional tools or middleware to make it happen.
Got it. So it comes back to that core difference in approach, which brings us neatly back to our main theme here. Two approaches, one integration goal. They both aim to connect things, just maybe in different ways and with different strengths.
That's it, really.
Hmm.
Veeva's model gives you that strong control, that structure, which is vital for teams prioritizing consistency and navigating pharma's regulatory landscape. Excellent for that. Salesforce perhaps offers more long-term flexibility,
Ah,
especially if you're building towards a more composable architecture, needing real-time data syncs, and orchestrating across a wider, more diverse set of systems.
so here's a final thought to leave you with. The life sciences world isn't slowing down. New data, new tech pops up constantly. How might your organization's long-term plan for digital agility, your ability to adapt and connect, be fundamentally shaped by the integration capabilities built into the very fabric of the CRM you choose? It's not just about the features today, but about what your platform truly empowers you, your teams, to build and connect tomorrow. Something to think about.